Hey, what's up, guys? Today we're taking a look at the high-grade Gundam Aerial from the Witch from Mercury series. We're getting to the end of the line here on the Gundam series, so I want to kind of point out and go back to the original, get back to the basis. I know the newest Gundam just dropped, so I figured let's take a look at this original here before we take a look at some of the newer kits. But man, I was not disappointed with this kit. It looks so good on so many levels for a simple kit, and it's just gorgeous. So let's dive into it here. Guys, there's a total of 7 runners, and we have some foil stickers. I believe the piece count's roughly 140 pieces, so it's a relatively small kit, but man, it does look so good when it's finished. I highly recommend this kit. I was not disappointed at any point of this build. So as you can see right here is everything you get right out of the box. This is the high-grade Gundam Aerial. The only thing I did with this kit is I added the foil stickers, of course, for the effects underneath of it. And then I also did the black panel lining throughout. I do highly recommend the Tamiya flowing. It's much better detail. I unfortunately had the pin on me. That was the only thing since I built this mostly in the NICU. So with that being said, you know, it is a little bit thicker of panel line than I would like for this kit, but man, it looks so good, and I highly recommend panel lining just because there's so many hidden details in the white plastic that once you add that on there, it will just pop. It's gorgeous. So with that being said, and like I said, there is a beam rifle. You do get the 2 saber effects, and then also the beam rifle effect part, and then also that other piece right there on the other side is actually part of the Echion shield. Right now you won't see it just because she's technically wearing it. So let's take a closer look at the different accessories that come with it. Here is the beam rifle. Very simple design, not much to it. Actually 2 pieces with the decal for the scope. Here's the effects parts. That's actually really nice for the price of this kit. This kit goes right around $15 to $17 depending on where you're at. So it's actually, you get a decent amount for this. These are beautiful blue beam sabers. It's more of a flat too. As you can see, there's an angle, there's an edge to this, and it's really nice. And here's that connection for the Echion shield. And you'll see it a little bit later on in the show. Just take a look at it right now. That's the only piece that doesn't actually go on to Gundam Aerial herself. It looks so nice. So a little bit of posing, a little bit of moving. I will say I had no issues with this whatsoever, other than once in a while just kind of the shoulder joints coming a little free. It's not the standard ball joint. It's actually 2 halves sandwiched together, then it goes into a ball joint that fits into the actual chest itself, and it is nice. She's got some great elbow moves. I kind of lost a hand there. What can you do? It happens. They kind of come loose. We got it back on, so that's fine. So it's very easy to do. It kind of pops in and out of place, not that hard. Great maneuverability, tons of posing. I had so much fun with this kit, and the build itself, I had a hard time stopping as I'm going through. The Witch from Mercury line is not disappointing at all. There's a little bit of core bend in it too. Again, this is a high grade, and it's like $15 to $17. You can't ask for much more. And then on top of that, the amount of detail that goes on this kit or in this kit is just extraordinary. Look at that knee bend. Great bend on that. Great moving, even with those thicker thighs. Yes, I said thicker thighs, guys. She has the thighs that will cross your eyes. But I'm sorry, guys. Couldn't help myself. Anyways, to say that she has a ton of posing, a ton of options you can do. And right here it is, guys. Take a look on action base, not included with the Gundam itself, but ton of posing, a lot of fun, a lot of detail on this kit. So Bandai did some unique things with this, and I'm gonna start with the chest. As you can see the Gund format particles on the chest right there. It's actually a pre-molded design, but they actually went on their way and offered the same consistent decals with the underline of the inner frame and the legs, and then on top of the shoulders, stuff like that, and then on the back of the pack as well. So you actually have 2 different options, but I would recommend using the molded, guys. It's gorgeous. There was detail in that was just outstanding. So another thing with the decals that Bandai did is they actually printed on the bottom side. So the decals themselves are clinging with the actual design to the plastic to make it accent that. So they did a phenomenal job with that. And everything is a foil decal, if I hadn't said that yet. So gorgeous. And then on top of that, there's actually a transformation, a slight one. It's in that Echelon shield. She's actually wearing a lot of the parts that blend in well with the whole mobile suit. And we'll take a quick moment to look at that too, guys, because it is absolutely amazing how well it transforms. So as you can see, here is that shield I was talking about. And it does actually come off of her shoulders, her legs. It kind of blends in. Their tail pieces and the large pieces are on the back as well. And it just goes together so well. I mean, it's a total of 11 pieces, I believe. And I think that is counting the actual gray Echelon part attachment that goes onto the arm as a peg. It is just a peg, by the way. That is all that there is to it, so you can actually adjust it around nicely and you don't lose too many connections with it. It stays on the arm nice, and the arm has no problem supporting it too. Even though it's pretty large in size, it's not overly heavy. So consistent use of parts, and then also they break apart. If you guys have seen the anime, they turn into individual, very funnel-esque type parts, so they call them stave bits. A total of 11 again. Let me do a correction. They're called gun bit staves. So there is 11 total, and then there actually is an action base that Bandai sells separate. I do not have that. As you guys know, I try to review everything out of the box individually. So it's not included in the standard release of this Gundam. I'm assuming Bandai will do probably a specific release later, including the kit or something like that along the lines. But I look for them to do something with that. It's just a clear base action-based type connection pieces, and it's alright set up. I'm actually not a huge fan of that, but you know, there's other things out there you can do, and I've seen some pretty creative things with this setup as well. I love the blue beam effects. They're gorgeous on this kit. It goes well, it blends well. I really did not have any issues at all with this kit. The joints can get a little loose or wobbly at times, but just a quick push and they pop into place. Another quick side note, on the backpack there, you'll see a small gray piece sticking out. That's actually the attachment for the beam rifle to her back, and you'll see in the quick pose, in the last pose of the scene. But this kit was amazing. I loved it through and through. Very easy build. Recommend for anybody, anyone that's going to get into Gundam. You know, this is a great kit to get. Just start building on. There's so much detail in a very simple build. It all looks great, and it has so much shelf presence too, guys. This is a very unique design for the Gundam series, and it just all flows so well. It's got those nice, smooth, sharp edges, round areas. It just all works out well. It's aesthetically pleasing. You know, no complaints at all. Guys, I want to say thank you so much. If you've been following me, you know I've been kind of in and out, bouncing around the last 3 weeks with my newborn baby girl in the NICU. It's been a very hectic time, and if you guys do watch me, you guys know that I have an opening scene where I typically start off with me personally, then switch to the unboxing. Again, I didn't get in this week, unfortunately. I'm working on it. But until next time, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, and love